Happily married people of Reddit, what is one unorthodox piece of advice that keeps the relationship going? Story 1. Thank you for taking out the trash. Seriously. One Redditor shared a powerful reminder. Thank them for the little things. Took out the garbage, swept the floor, refilled the soap dispenser. Acknowledge it. My spouse sometimes says I'm doing the bare minimum lol, but I tell them that A, I genuinely appreciate the help and want them to feel it, and B, I want to focus on gratitude so I don't grow numb to the effort and start taking it for granted. The key here isn't overpraising. It's about noticing. In a long-term relationship, it's dangerously easy to stop seeing the effort that goes into the everyday. And when people stop feeling seen, they start feeling resentful. So yeah, thank your partner for doing the dishes, even if it's their turn. Story 2. Fall out of love, just not at the same time. One user dropped a gem from their great aunt. We were lucky enough to never fall out of love at the same time. At first, it sounds alarming. Fall out of love? Isn't that the end? But married life is full of seasons. Some weeks you're best friends, other weeks your roommate's passing in the hallway, but the magic is in the rebound. You fall back in love, deeper, wiser, more intentional. You've seen each other grumpy, broken, bored, and still chosen to stay. That reliable pair of slippers feeling, that's not settling, that's stability. Story 3. Go to therapy when you're not in trouble. One couple shared their decision to go to couples counseling before there was a problem. We scored over 90% on our relationship questionnaires. We weren't in crisis, we just wanted tools. Some people assume something must be wrong, but we decided to be proactive. And they're not alone. This couple had gone through a shared trauma and wanted to process it together, and it worked. They learned to speak each other's emotional language and to listen with the intent to understand. Therapy isn't just damage control, it's a tune-up, and it's not weak to ask for help. It's strategic. Story 4. Lovingly telling each other to f*** off. Hold on to your pearls. One couple shared their hilariously effective boundary-setting method. We tell each other to f*** off, lovingly. Yes, really. It's 11:30 p.m. I love you, but I do not want to talk about world politics. F*** off. I'm cooking. Go f*** off and play video games. I got this. Here's the twist. It works for them. It started when one partner realized that subtle hints and passive expectations were breeding frustration. So instead, they got blunt, but with love. And it became a kind of shorthand, a way of saying, I love you, but I need space. They even use it as a gentle push towards self-care. You look exhausted, go off to bed. But the rule is clear, never in anger. If they're upset, it becomes, I need a break. Direct, but respectful. Midway reflection, weird works when it's yours. Let's pause here. What makes these stories so special is that none of them are textbook. They're messy, unglamorous, and deeply personal. But they work because the couples involved decided together what works for them. Whether it's therapy in good times, gratitude for chores, or gentle profanity, love isn't one size fits all. It's a language you build with your person. And the weirder the dialect, the more authentic it might be. Story 5. Separate blankets save marriages. A surprisingly common tip, get your own blanket. My wife and I have separate blankets, and it changed everything. No more tug of war, no more waking up cold because someone rolled up like a burrito. It's such a small thing, but sleep deprivation ruins moods. And ruined moods ruin mornings. So now this couple still cuddles, but when it's time to actually sleep, separate covers. Peace restored. Story 6. Flirt shamelessly in public. Another Redditor shared this heartwarming hack. We flirt in front of people. I'll wink at him across the room like we just met. He'll come over and whisper something ridiculous in my ear. It always makes me smile. They do this at parties, weddings, even the grocery store. They never stop dating each other. This isn't just PDA for show. It's a reminder, even in public spaces, that we choose each other every day. Story 7. The code word that saved their sanity. A user shared a tip they started during family holidays, but now use year-round. The code word. If one of us says pineapple, it means I need to leave this conversation or space ASAP, no questions. They use it at parties, when visiting in-laws, or when one is overwhelmed and can't explain why. It avoids embarrassment, arguments, or one partner feeling stranded. No over-explaining, no guilt, just a clean exit. One word, total support. Story 8, the emergency snack kit. And finally, this sweet story. I keep a small snack kit in my glove box for my husband. If we're out and he gets cranky, I just hand him a granola bar like he's a toddler. It works every time. Turns out, some arguments don't need a solution, just trail mix. Not everything needs to be deep. Sometimes it's just a low blood sugar situation waiting to be solved. Story 9. Don't trash your spouse to your mom. This next piece of advice came from a husband who's been married for over 25 years. Never overly criticize or complain about your spouse to your immediate family. That includes your mom, your sister, your brother, anyone. He explained that while venting to a therapist or close friend is one thing, dragging your partner through the mud in front of family just poisons the well. He gave an example of his brother-in-law who once asked his mom and sister to weigh in on whether his wife was being unreasonable about something serious, not just a she left the milk out situation. And to him, that was crossing a line. He was basically asking his mom and sister to judge his wife's character. That's not okay. And he's right. Family has a long memory. You and your partner might patch things up by dinner, but your mom, she'll still be salty about what they did to her baby boy 2 years from now. I love my mother, he says, but when I married my wife, she became the most important woman in my life. Mini takeaway. Venting may feel good in the moment, but if you're not careful, you're inviting others to carry grudges on your behalf. Protect your marriage from outside opinions. Story 10. Don't stay silent. Speak your fears. Our final story is a powerful one and a reminder that communication isn't just about solving problems. It's about not facing them alone. A husband shared that after over 8 years together, his wife finally opened up about something she'd been carrying for a long time. She was frustrated about her career. They had 3 kids and she'd put her career on hold. Meanwhile, her husband was working, getting recognition, being praised, and though she never said anything, she felt left behind, and even like an imposter for not working. When she finally told him, he listened. He reassured her. No pressure, no shame. He supported her as she started looking for work. And then she didn't even have to search for long. She was contacted for a 9-month position before she officially started applying. That job led to another, and soon she was in interviews again. But old doubts crept back in. She almost turned down an amazing opportunity because it might involve traveling 3 days a month. Her mother, yes, her own mom, told her that her boss, who was also her father, might not like both parents being away from the kids. She nearly gave up before even trying. But this time, she talked to her husband. And he told her, ignore that noise. Go talk to your boss. Go chase this. She did. And not only was her father supportive, she crushed the interview. She's now more confident and excited than ever. Mini takeaway. What nearly held her back wasn't the job or the travel. It was silence. So speak your fears. Let your partner in. They might be your greatest cheerleader. You just have to give them the chance. So let's recap these last 2. Don't go airing dirty laundry to family. They won't forget like you will. Don't keep fears to yourself. Even after years together, your partner can still surprise you with how much they care. Whether it's about taking the garbage out or chasing a new dream job, these stories all point back to the same truth. Marriage isn't about being perfect. It's about choosing to be in each other's corner over and over again, even when it's hard, messy, or weird. Thanks for watching, and if you've made it this far, drop your favorite piece of unorthodox relationship advice in the comments. And hey, maybe go thank your partner for doing the laundry today.